So if there's a worksheet in the curriculum guide that I want to make in a format that students can type into, there's one way that I can do that that is fairly easy, and you can utilize the online curriculum archive for this purpose. So I found this is a quiz in Social Studies Unit 8.1, so I'm going to go to the online curriculum archive, open up that PDF, which is a large document, and I know that I think it's on page 137, so I'm going to go right to that page. And you can see this is the midpoint quiz. And you'll notice that right here I have 169 pages, and I don't want a worksheet that is 169 pages. I want the one that is 2 pages, so page 137 to page 138. And you'll notice that just because the pages of the curriculum guide say 117 and 118, my pages in the actual document may be different. So you'll need to pay attention to that, because when you go to print, you're going to want to print this to an Adobe PDF so that you can get those 2 pages out of this 169 page document. So I'm going to click print, and then in the dialog box here I'm going to change it to Adobe PDF, and then I'm going to click on the pages that I want. And remember, it's the pages in the document, not the pages that are showing up on the lower right hand corner of the curriculum guide. So 137 to 138 are the pages in the PDF document, and I'll click OK. And if you're at a Tech Mod 11 in school, this is going to work the way I'm demonstrating it here, because they have Adobe Professional and on the image. I'll click OK, and we'll try again. And you may need to click that dialog box as it comes up. And now you'll see that I have my page 1 of 2. So I have my quiz pulled out into 2 pages. I saved it. I can save it somewhere else. So if I do File, Save As, I can navigate to wherever I want on the image and save it, on the network, and save it there. So I have Social Studies Unit 8.1 quiz, midpoint quiz, and I'll save it as quiz here. So I have this 2-page document, and to get this into Microsoft Word, I can do a couple of different things. If I wanted to do that, I can do File, I can do Export to a Word document. And again, it's asking me what I want to save this as, so I'm just going to keep it the same, 8.1 quiz. Click Save. And then if I want to open that up, I'm going to pull up my documents and pull up 8.1 quiz. And you'll see that it converted some of this pretty reasonably, and then left some of it in with some formatting for me to do. So that's one option. The other option is that I can take this and I can go to zamzar.com and upload this PDF and have them convert it to Word. And in fact, that worked out a little better, and it converted it in this format here. That looks a little cleaner, and I had to remake this table. But otherwise, you can see that the formatting was a little cleaner by sending it to Zamzar, zamzar.com, and then I added a space here for their name and their period. The other thing that you can do when you get this into Adobe is, because you have Adobe Pro, you can add text forms, create a form, and so you go Form, and you can do Add or Edit Fields. And then I'll click Yes, and it's going to try to create some fields for me. And you can see it's already added these fields here, and then I want to add some more. So as I go around, I go Add New Field. I'm going to choose text boxes, but you can also choose check boxes or drop-down menus or lists, which can be a nice way to make it more multiple choice. But I'm just going to choose text boxes right now. I'll click Text Field, and then anywhere I want, I'm going to create a field, And for the purposes that you'll probably do it, the name of it doesn't matter that much. And then I'll go add new field, and I can just add those fields wherever I want, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time with formatting, but it's fairly easy. And then once I've gone through and I've added all my fields, and this is Adobe saying it's trying to recognize some of the text that it can use for reading, and I'm going to click start, and it'll just run through that. And so as I go through, you can see it has some fields, and I can move any of these fields around. And then when I go close form for editing, you can see that now I have fields that I can type into. And the nice thing about these fields is they accommodate more typing, so you don't have to worry about the size of the font as much. And I could have added a field up here for the name as well. And then I'll just do save and file, save as, and I'm going to name this a little different. Click save. And now when a student opens it, this is what it will look like, and you can put this in the handout folder or wherever you want to put it for them to access this quiz. And of course, if you'll notice, there are forms for them to type into, but also all of this text can be highlighted, and so I could use something like WordQueue or Natural Reader to pull it up and have that text read aloud as well. So this is one way that you can access something from the online curriculum archive and get it into an individual PDF or a Word document to be able to pull up in Adobe, or pull up a Word document in Write Online, or format it for other purposes.